Hey listeners, welcome back to the lowest level possible challenge, and this is probably going to be the finale. Uh, if we win here, of course. Now, we did use up one of the Mega Elixirs, so we are allowed to take two supernovas, but it can also, of course, Heartless Angel and stuff like that. Although, I forgot if Heartless Angel he always does that in the rotation because, we don't have any kill tree yet, or maybe we do have a kill tree, because, yeah, that's the really bad part about not like grinding the balls and stuff like that. Because I really wanted to do and stuff like that. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm just going to refill the water, as I said. One thing we might do, by the way, is we might decide to like avoid, to see what he uses in what order he uses the attack, so we know when to cast like stuff like Warren and stuff like that. We don't have all, of course. Yeah, we did get the summons back, so first off we begin immediately by Ringing Claude. Number Kyoto. He begins walling himself. We could of course use the like the counter ball and stuff that, Keep in mind, Hero Rings persist to death and Hero Rings cannot be dispelled. Hela världen sticker i hela världen Sephiroth. Shadow Flat already. Lord is dead. I didn't mean to use it on Cappuccino, goddammit. Oh, are you kidding? I am kidding. We are kidding. We are kidding. Hela äventyr. Barrier. Alright, we didn't get to keep that. We do get it, we are still tranquilized. I've got that ribbon, let's keep it. Jobba hamret. Shit pickle? Shit pickle, no 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 shit pickle. No shit pickle, no shit pickle. I think this is part 20, what, 9? 30? Using the formula. Let's be this up. Thanks for 3 times B, Pluto boom, Saturn boom. stupid. Use it fucking there, not Tyrann Uranus, you stupid asshole. Mercury, oh shit. Venus, no, 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 no. That is totally Earth. No, 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 no. Fuzzy loss. And that boy. The main problem is we had them barrier up and then barrier does nothing against this spell project. Boy, fuzzy loss, Sephiroth. We used to make Galaxy at this point. But the explosion to we have. The explosion is going to be very, very important here. Otherwise, I'm just going to kill 2 with Barret here. Because we might like lose very, very quickly here and stuff like that. But he has no AoE attacks. Like the only AoE attacks are actually, you know. Please let dodge break. Please let me dodge break. Make that jump break. Dodging breaks. Yeah, that's actually bad. Alexander. Holy versus holy, no, 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 no. I would want to wait until you actually have this aiming instead. A spell that will actually remove what's wrong? Actually, remedy on himself, actually. Is it hot signal time or is it pale horse? Super again. Yeah, that's actually a very good timing there. The main thing without M barrier, there's not often we get a chance to actually cast limit breaks and stuff like that. So Claude is going to take very little damage from this, because Claude is almost dead already here. Så Claude is going to take very little damage here, but sätter han och Claude. Okay, still on the sadness effect. I don't use Mega Elixir already, but still, you know. And one Mega Elixir left, correct. One Mega Elixir for regular Elixirs. Combat. Give us evolving again. Combat. Is he dead? He did dodge! Rammer. Yeah, we did not see Heartless Angel yet though. He hasn't used Heartless Angel. So maybe I doesn't always use it. Yeah, that's the main problem, is that actually one-shots someone. That would actually, regular barrier would help there, but yeah, that's why having ball is very important in this fight. And yeah, he's not the guy with a revive all either. Supernova? I think Supernova might be next, although I'm not 100% certain. Actually, Cure. Yeah, Supernova looking good. Do the speed up. Do the speed up. And after a certain time, his ball kinda ends and stuff that, if I remember correctly. I kinda wish that there were a way to tell when Sephiroth's ball had like ended and stuff that, you know. Phoenix down, floor. He's gonna descend. Got on Claude actually here. First tranquilizer. There's a little less space there actually. There's no battle items now. We should have actually had 5 battle items for this. music. Supernova time, I think. Yeah, we need to do guys. We probably will spend so much time healing that we haven't taken in damage now in a while. That's the main problem also, that this can end up happening almost like a loop. Which is why Evolve would have been good here. And like lower battle speed. But yeah, keep in mind, right, that if we would have had like all mastered here, we would have been able to cast Q3 on everyone as many times as possible. Same thing with Q2 and stuff like that, yeah. I could have also used another access so we can gate it as well. I mean, it's still probably doable and stuff like that, but we need to, you know, because you need to be patient with this fight, you know, and stuff like that, and not like use power push too much for damage, even though we have limited amount of items and stuff like that, you know. We should need to cure 3 at some point. More damage. Slash. That is very important that that damage is killed. Oh, we still haven't used Bahamut. We do have one more negative scene. 2 turbo eaters, 2 explosions, 4 regular elixirs. The barrier. That's close. These dogs. Lemon barrier. quite open. Yeah, we can use the explosion ourselves as well, you know. Oh, if we would have a quick throw, yeah, we would have been able to throw a lot of damage actually. Is it super not about time yet? Okay, horse. I don't know if Sephiroth can actually run out of like spell thing. Or the supernova. You could also, of course, reflect all and stuff that, but then you would have to rely on potions and stuff that, which, you know, is of course the IP of it. Hello. Please don't get so badly smashed. They skip both Neptune and Uranus. They both skip. Fucking, they also skip that Mars. I just skip Mars. There's gonna be full limit breaks. Almost in everyone. Oh, he doesn't survive that. Phoenix down. You will still have Silence Coast. Nice. I think this can launch on someone. You have to hit Claude. Did you really have to hit Claude? Did you really have to hit Claude? Did you really have to hit? Horse. Det är klor. Yeah, and you never die to Super, by the way. It's attack that can't got killed, so to speak. So I'm already queuing up like y'all to interact there, of course, obviously. Now the Sephiroth, of course, has no self-heals and stuff like that, and right, and actually he doesn't get the whole, heart percent and stuff like that, because it's also dependent on your party level when he gets access to certain spells. So you wanna be a big shot? Yeah, that's fine if you hit that. Because he was weak there. Damage! Right, wait, tranquilize. Maiden's Kiss. Spell? Oh, okay. These dogs. I should have used to use some nere on him. Unkoppla den. Because that's nice and small. He survives. Damage. Oh, really? We're gonna have to use QOT here instead. I could use Elixir otherwise here, but if you have more two breathers left, if you have one two breather left. Otherwise, I could elixir with both Cappuccino and Turu and thing with her brief. Think so? Ooh. Go. Continue forward. Thank you. Damage? This is going to be a lot of damage. Wow. Three things down. This before supernova play, exactly. I think. Yeah, all of them are sadness there. Please don't be Barrett. I used to raise here with Barrett. Now Barrett cannot heal everyone here. Elixir Lord. Lord will Elixir Barrett will kill 2 on himself. Or kill 1. Barrett's magic is low, so. But yeah, I could turbo it, but then there's a risk if we do that. For the damage. Cross slash. Awfully break misses here. But that's the most optimal actually, that hit the kids with the. He backs on himself. So she's Shadow Flare. Who's it gonna target? Of course she targets Claude. Claude dodge! Ha! Miss. Wow. We actually get to put damage for once here, actually. Lord got critted. This is used before Supernova, I think. In the flower actually here. But they pay horse. It's fine. Come on, push damage window. I see the damage window. And it will take it. Eventually this is gonna hit for full damage and then he's not gonna be laughing. Oh, come on. Yes, hela vi hela rumpan sätten 3 slippa den stående Sephiroth. I forgot how much HP he has because it's decided by your level basically and stuff like that. And then basically Barrett hits himself cure too. EX Soldier, you cure all. So you big shot here. You cure all as well here. We did Heartless Angle here. That means he has very low health now if he uses Heartless Angle. Right, actually Eric's around Claude. One dies. Imagine if all of them hit 6s. That's decent damage though. I mean, not really. Okay, this player is absolutely fine. That's a wasted card for him. Is this gonna be a full damage? Yeah, full damage cross slash. Not really. Wait, let me think here. Are we actually under the effect of Tranquilize here? See, that's bad. Yeah, that's fine actually. That's a full damage combat. Things down on him. Yeah, turbo is yeah, but let's use some kids. Use Supernova combat on Claude. That's bad. That's children, you're gonna kill to yourself. But we're pretty close now that they've begun casting off the same mode, basically. It's not just half HP, because that would be ridiculous if you're only at half HP at this point. Keep in mind, right, that if we would have grinded there and the grind would have been successful there, we would have been able to use like mastered all materials here and stuff that, you know. He can kill to himself. Is that? Because that's why it stopped there. It stopped there because I was wondering, oh, why didn't his next turn come up there? Because normally it would have like entered this ought to be above, but that was because he was dead. So he used Heartless there just because he was almost dead. There we go, everyone. We did it. That fight took a long time. I mean, now you're gonna get to enjoy. We're gonna get to enjoy. We're gonna get to enjoy Claude using almost last week, the Hems Claude. That was rough, man. We used had barely enough resources there, but doing that is much more fun, you know, and stuff like that, rather than freaking spamming Shadow Flare. Because Shadow Flare does so much damage. Because Shadow Flare, I believe, ignores. There are a few spells in the game that actually ignores, like Wall. As a status, the Wall does nothing against, like, Ultima. Ultima ignores Wall. What is it? Shadow Flare ignores Wall, I'm pretty certain. Like, you can Wall up and Shadow Flare still does, like, full damage and stuff like that. But there's also, what do you call it? There's also, what is it? There is... I know Knights Underground, of course, ignores it, but doesn't most summons usually ignore Wall? So I think that all summons usually ignore, even if someone walls up summons, still do full damage and stuff like that. And yeah, Pandora's Box also ignores it. Pandora's Box ignores it as well. And Claude gets pulled down basically to where Sephiroth is. And this is quote unquote the real Sephiroth, and he's like, he pulls him into the live stream basically. Or basically into the plane where he is. All the way. Claude is no longer scared of Sephiroth, and Sephiroth thinks, haha, I'm gonna solo Cloud, is what he thinks. And then you get help here from Ares. Yeah. And I don't know if all weapons get like a special model here, because imagine right if they could have done the whole game with this Claude. Right, then you lose all the materia here, so you do full damage here. And it can crit for 3600 basically, and that's when it crits. There we go. That's it. That's game. Yeah, and all the evil souls, that was basically all the souls he had absorbed, basically, and stuff that, so yeah. But the question is, how did he, quote unquote, absorb those souls and stuff that, because it wasn't the real Sephiroth that went around and did that, of course, obviously. You know, it wasn't the real Sephiroth that went and killed like Sane and stuff that, you know. And then it's the live stream. You can see the evil Sephiroth soul there, basically boom, it gets wiped out there and it just becomes regular live stream. Because the red is basically like Sephiroth's all the souls and stuff that, like, they get purified and stuff that, you know. You saw that Sephiroth didn't actually become part of the live stream there because of the red stuff that came from him is not like several separate souls. That's instead another thing, but yeah. And then he waits and covers and it's not offering. It's a Tifa team. Yeah, what was I talking about, the whole promised land and stuff that, like, you know. Because they never did anything with it, because... But isn't Advent Children like several like years after this? Stuff that is not just like a couple of months. And right then, the ending of this game, by the way, takes place after Advent Children, of course, the ending in this and stuff, but yeah. You can see there, you saw Kate Sit, you saw Barrett, you saw Red 13, you see Sid. There's no Vincent and no Yuffie and stuff there, so yeah. Because now Sephiroth isn't blocking it. Or they did like save me now. Because they would have had no way to block escape the crater without, you know, the ship and stuff that, you know, the ship coming down here is actually them. And then it's the funny music. And then he activates the ship is called something else. It's not called High Wind anymore. I forgot what it's called. Because you learn what it's called, I think, both in Advent Children and in Dirge of Cerberus. By the way, I actually did enjoy Dirge of Cerberus because of seeing certain locations in, you know, and stuff there. But maybe it's just that I'm used to like bad camera angle games and stuff like that. But yeah, and the ship is falling apart, of course. Shit. Emergency. And it becomes more like a jet. And then they think they hear the flower girl, and that's in Combo Course, and this is supposed to be where Marlene is actually and stuff that. But you never get to go to the house where they are actually in and stuff that. But you might think that they live in the tower, but they probably do not, you know, and stuff that. But yeah. The flower girl. No, that's Meteor. Meteor is close. And why did Meteor get sped up and stuff? That is the question, right? Because there's no way that they took that long time to go and fight Sephiroth and stuff that, you know. But of course, the thing is that Meteor doesn't fall on the planet and crushes it. Like, Meteor actually casts magic. Like, Meteor is an actual summer and stuff that, so that's what it's basically, and stuff that it respects Meteor. Yeah, and basically everyone in Meteor said there's cannon falling down and stuff that, you know. Because Holy comes to try and counteract and counteract. Because it's opposite, of course. You can see there that it's still damaged from the top there. That meter is damaged. But the damage from meter is actually, that damage is actually from the rocket and stuff. So the rocket still did some damage on it. And of course it just goes through, and now it's actually attacking with the mass itself and stuff like that. And think about this, like Barrett is actually supposed to be massive in size. And stuff that, if I remember correctly, according to the instruction manual and stuff that, like Barrett is actually taller than Vincent, which is a bit ridiculous, but he's actually hunched over in his actual stance and stuff that he actually hunches over. But if he would stand like tall and stuff that, then he's basically like, what is he, like he's over 2 meters, if I remember correctly, according to the instruction manual. I think he's like, what is it, 213 centimeters or 2 meters and 7 centimeters. Which, by the way, is absolutely ridiculous. Stuff that, but that makes sense, right? And stuff there, like, yeah. You can see him, he's actually standing straight up in like cutscenes and stuff that, yeah. What's that? Oh. And then this nice. And actually, this is actually Aries doing this. Supposedly that you can actually lead the live stream. We're supposed to go. I think you will actually get to see all of the ending here. Actually, the time that we are left. Claude doesn't even say live stream there because he's not moving his mouth. Music is supposed to be like affected. Yeah, the music is connected to Steam or whatever. But you don't take it to gratis mycket var det. And then it's the ending text, right? You don't get the bonus in yet. It's not until after text. Yeah. Executioner production, that's what they call it, instead of executive. So there we go. And yeah, and that was pretty I would say. Yeah, we could of course be lower level. There were a few mistakes we did. But theoretically, we didn't need to recruit Luffy or Vincent. I mostly did want to do it because the final, area and stuff like that. So we didn't need to fight Lost Number because we did get an extra level from Lost Number and stuff like that, and that level actually mattered a bit. But else, right, we killed the Luffy, of course, obviously, and stuff like that, but yeah. And keep in mind that the fight would have actually been easier if we would have, because here's the thing, right? If you master the all materia, then you can basically cast Cure 3 and Cure 2 all as many times as you want. And it would have made the fight a lot easier there, because you see the main reason why we needed to use certain things when he's supernovas and stuff that is of course important. And the thing is, we could have, for example, used White Cape to avoid like getting like the Froggen small effect. And then we would have only needed to use an echo screen to be able to heal with the kids and stuff like that. But yeah. But it gives you enough time like after like a supernova, it doesn't like immediately attack after and stuff like that. So yeah, which is why you can survive that. So yeah. Because, I mean, most of his attacks are used like single target spells. He's only gonna kill off characters one at a time. And stuff that, because he doesn't have a single AoE that actually kills off several characters. So it's often your own fault if you screw up the fight and stuff like that. But yeah, but things can go really bad if two gets killed off in a row and stuff like that. But yeah. Of course, if we would have been guarded, it would be considerably easier and stuff like that, because yeah. Because the thing is, right, that normally, right, if you use White Wind, for example, for healing, White Wind is a lot better, but White Wind is actually worse when you have low health, because then White Wind doesn't heal for full. White Wind heals less, the less HP you have or something like that. Yeah, keep in mind that we're gonna eventually do bonus recordings as well of this. Stuff like that, and the rules for the bonus recording, it's not going to be that, oh, I'm just allowed to grind like magic pops or whatever, right? Because we're going to do Ultima Weapon. We're going to do the fighting dungeon again. Get all the gear down there, which is, by the way, is outside the account for Vincent, which is actually really good, which is his ultimate like Turk gun. It has like 8 slots, and it's not non-trivial. You can get Spirit Lands there also for Sid. You get Highwinder down there, basically, so not limit break. You get Hades down there as well, which is actually very good. We can steal a Tuffering, and we can steal another Cedrich from Ood. Right? And then we can fight Ultima Weapon and get Ultima Weapon, of course, obviously. And then we can also, after defeating Ultima Weapon, we can go inside the Ancient Forest thing. And the Ancient Forest has Typhoon as a materia. It also has Spring Gun Clip. It also has Super Shot ST, which is an ultimate weapon for Vincent. What else does it have? It has Stash All is there in the forest as well as another Escort card, I think it is, or is it a Minerva Band? I forgot. It might actually be on a Minerva Band that's there as well. And Apocalypse is there, of course, so yeah. So there's a few things, and after that, basically, we will grind balls. Until we are powerful enough to kill Emerald Weapon and stuff like that, because yeah.